Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I've got a gallon bag of frozen apple scraps, and I'm going to make some applesauce, or scrapple sauce. First, I put the scraps in a kettle and cover with cold water. It takes me a little while to accumulate a gallon of scraps, but if you have small children or a large family who eats lots of apples, you can accumulate lots of scraps very quickly. My scraps include the core, the peel, the seeds, and, well, sometimes the stems. I turn my heat up to high when I set my kettle on the stove, and that's just to give it kind of a good start. I also like to put a lid on it to help it along. It just brings it up to the boil a little faster. There you can see they're all nicely covered with water. When it comes to a boil, I just remove the lid because I want some of that liquid to evaporate. And I cook the scraps until they're mushy. You can see that I've got a pretty good hard boil going on there. Once they're mushy, I take my potato masher and I mash them down. Now this is just to break them down a little bit. It makes it easier for the next step. Now I'm just going to take the mixture and I'm going to put it in what's called a food mill. And this is going to separate the pulp from the sauce. If you don't have a food mill, you can use a large strainer and just press it through with a wooden spoon or a spatula. Now I just process the pulp until it becomes dry. And in the food mill, I just do that by stirring it. And gradually, as the food mill sits over a bowl, it separates the pulp from the sauce. And the sauce goes in the bowl, and the pulp stays in the food mill. You can just discard the pulp or put it in your compost if you want to. Now, you can see how dry the pulp is. And that is that whole bag of apple scraps. Now I've just placed the sauce back in the pan, the same pan I used before, and I'm going to cook it pretty vigorously until it thickens up and actually becomes sauce-like. It's pretty runny right now. So we're just going to cook it on medium heat or so until it's reduced and somewhat thick. You know what applesauce looks like, so just cook it till it looks the way you want it to. Now I haven't added any cinnamon or sugar, but if you want to, you can add it, but my advice is don't add it until the end. You know what? I hope you give this a try. It really is delicious. It really is. And as you'll see, I got a quart and actually a little bit in a bowl, enough for me to have a nice bowl of applesauce. It is really, really absolutely delicious and so easy to do. All right, if I can do it, you can do it, and you just remember, little is much when God is in it.